Yo, Yodi, got with this one right here and everything else. You got the lifers though. Lifers with 38 shams, especially with 38 shams and him having his whole lifers. You got the lifers and with everything else coming in too with this one, especially how he comes through and how he gives us his whole thing. But you got the lifers with 38 shams, especially with 38 shams. And him having his whole thing. So, he got a bit on the scrolly thing, on the scrolly thing. But yeah, with the lifers, life and then lifers. So especially with the 38 shams. So coming into this whole thing.
Sounds he makes me.
I got niggas doing. Okay. I got niggas doing. I got niggas doing lifers. Okay. Cause the feds don't really like us. Okay. And I like money over power. Yeah. For my friends, I got my brothers to the end. Okay. And cause the feds don't really like us. Okay. And I like money over power. Yeah. For my friends, I got my brothers to the end. So like she'll be bleaching, cutting off his leeching. Speaking facts, I'm preaching. Like time to time. Making racks, I ain't tweaking. Like loud the lies, I'm high tonight. I love my rhymes. I'm high tonight, I love my rhymes, I love my rhymes. Fuck this, spot bad, got robbed, he stunted. Ran hard, just vibing, see be much little bad bitch claims that she just wants this. When I'm off for the lead, man, I feel like a monster. Lost game in the beam, prison wish for to the end, so like she'll be bleaching, cutting off his leeching. Speaking facts, I'm preaching. Like time to time, making racks, I ain't tweaking.
Ooh, what do you say? Spitting facts, they know that I'm preaching. Ooh, and then the life first and everything else. Like, hey, ooh, he always, he got something in the checks. Like, this is new to me. This ain't always, but this is something newy, like the newy and everything else. Like, it's always something newy, when it comes to his whole thing. But he said, preaching facts and everything else, just like he was preaching. Oof, and then the way it's just delusion through, like, yeah, he just the roofing.
Like loud the lies, I'm high tonight, I love my rhymes. I'm high tonight, I love my rhymes, I love my rhymes. Fuck this, spot bad, got robbed, he stunted. Ran hard, just vibing, see be much little bad bitch claims that she just wants this. When I'm off for the lead, man, I feel like a monster. Lost game in the beam, prison wish for a coffin. And I know she a freak, man, I know she's on top and suck my dick non-stopping. I'm so geek, bro, I love these foreigns. Heat and neat, money ain't on shoring. I love vibing and I love mobbing. I hate ass, cause they love my brothers. I grind hardcore on my mothers. Free all my niggas. I'm high tonight, I love my rhymes, I love my rhymes. Fuck this, spot bad, got robbed.
Ooh, I love my rhymes. I love my rhymes. Ooh, and especially the way the whole thing is going. Like, hey, he's a one, delusional thing, but he still makes hits. Like, still makes hits, still makes streams. Especially from his whole devotion.
Man, I feel like a monster. Lost game in the beam, prison wish for a coffin. And I know she a freak, man, I know she's on top and suck my dick non-stopping. I'm so geek, bro, I love these foreigns. Heat and neat, money ain't on shoring. I love vibing and I love mobbing. I hate ass, cause they love my brothers. I grind hardcore on my mothers. Free all my niggas incarcerated. Haters told me that it's hard to make it. I'm open wet, please don't call me basic. Smoking my lungs, I can really face it. Now I got my play right, making back these late nights. I got love for my niggas, that's why I swing them Zeus. And I see this fame, now I die my name, blowing smoke propane. I got niggas doing lifers, okay, cause the feds don't really like us, okay, and I like money over power, yeah. For my friends, I got my brothers to the end, so like.
Ooh, let them know, hey, this is something, like on another way of coming from it, like this is another wave of him, putting his whole thing, like, especially how everything was coming and coming, like, he's coming procedural different, like procedural newy, like, especially with the whole thing, especially how everything else is moving, how he's particularly doing his whole thing, like, hey, he's standing, Dranix and everything else.
Money over power, yeah. For my friends, I got my brothers to the end, so like she'll be bleaching, cutting off his leeching. Speaking facts, I'm preaching. Like time to time, making racks, I ain't tweaking. Like loud the lies, I'm high tonight, I love my you gotta lay low. Talk again, you're getting your head blown. Was tearing through trash, bro. I ain't gonna cap them niggas, be fraud and be some rats. We stack cheese, invest in waps. A lot of niggas talk my name. Who said this real? Who said this facts? I said I'm from the mud, baby. In the streets, they ain't no love, baby. Where's my love? I give real love, baby. Regret, I felt pain, I felt neglect. Can't wait till my show's up next. Shoot my shot, made her my ex. Felt my pain, you'd end up there. When broski taps, he sees all red. I still don't fuck with them niggas. No cap, broski just cooked another spinner. No straps, we used to share clothes, we bros no more. We used to share hoes, he a hoe, no. I'ma go hard till I see the moves. I'ma go hard till there's all the moves. I got niggas doing lifers, okay. Cause the feds don't really like us, okay. And I like money over power, yeah. For my friends, I got my brothers to the end. So like should be bleaching, cut him off, he's leeching. Speaking facts, I'm preaching, like time to time. Making racks, I ain't tweaking. Like louder lies, I'm high tonight, I love my rhymes. I'm high tonight, I love my rhymes, I love my rhymes.
Ooh, with this one right here, we got people doing lifers and everything else coming into it. Like you said, you're in through the whole thing, but you got 38 Sham, especially with the lifers. Him just hitting through like he was hitting through different rhymes. Like he said, he loves his lyrics. Especially that's the one thing you gotta love your own. You gotta love your own lyrics. Like that's the main thing you gotta love. It's the best. Like you one of the excitement people, but especially with this whole thing coming through it. Like he said, he's the we got people doing lifers. Like we got people on the line. Doing life. Doing all different things. Especially with the things coming to it. But you got with 38 Sham, especially with the lifers. Yeah, he didn't put the whole thing through it. And everything else. Like the way the whole thing was. Scrushing through and the main thing, but especially him being his own, he got his own thing going on. So he's really just pyramiding through this whole thing. But lifers, 38 Shams, and everything else. But make sure you guys definitely like, comment, everything else. Make sure you guys definitely subscribe, everything else. But with the lifers and 38 Shams and the main thing, but with this one.